Oh no. Hey there internet, Keeve here, and welcome to the Cars of Keeve YouTube channel. In this video, we're going over the MaXpeedingrods foam cannon. Quick release, but a much wider mouth than say like the SV3 or even the MJJC Pro V3 isn't this wide. So that's a nice feature, and it is a cheaper build for sure. It's $29.99 is the MSRP on Amazon. There's a coupon for $25. There's two versions. There's a clear bottle version and this version. I bought this thinking, I didn't read it, thinking it was HDPE, but the listing says it's PET plastic. I don't know if that's just PET or HDPE. It seems like a pretty sturdy type of bottle. We'll see when we drop it. So I have this like this clip-on or glued on plastic piece at the bottom that gives it a really nice flat bottom. Now it is a very large capacity bottle at 1300 milliliters, it says. It is a taller foam cannon, but it does have wider bottom. It does have pretty good balance. It does move because obviously you can see the footprint is narrower than the bottle. Some people like taller foam cannons, some people don't, but it does have way more balance than say an MJJC SV3. It's got the MJJC type manifold. This is aluminum. It's very, very light, so it's not brass. And you can tell immediately, just by the noise, you hear it? The noise it makes when it's unscrewing and screwing in. And it's very light because of the aluminum. I'm not the biggest fan in the world of the aluminum. I kind of like the brass. And I don't know what it is. Like I always preach lighter is better. But when it comes to foam cannons, like the weight is not something that I never really even think about because you wind up putting 1,000 milliliters of liquid in there and that basically outweighs any other weight that's on here. Cheapy and nice at the same time is like, would be my opinion on it. I do really like here on the adjustment for the vertical and the horizontal that it's got this kind of indentation that makes it easier to you know, make that turn. The tension on both is really good. The tension here is, you can hear it catching. Like there's some good tension there. I like that. Now, obviously in this price range, you're not going to get leak proof. There's no gasket here. It does not have dual threading. It has a flexible straw with a stainless steel weighted ball at the bottom. Let's check to make sure it's pretty much the right length. So it's going to mix pretty well. The bottom of the bottle kind of being irregularly shaped makes it very hard for this to spin around, even if it was perfect. But the quick connect is like, and you hear it, it's weird because it's got a click, but when you undo it, there's no click back out, only a click in. If they had a gasket in there though, or something like that, it would put a little tension there and would hold it down really nicely. So in the price range, not having a dual threading, that's about the only thing that I can think of that really, compared to competitors, that it might not have. But it does have the quick release, which in this price range is not something you really see, is a quick release top. So I don't know if they had problems in the manufacturing process and they found out later and they tried to fix it before you send it out, or somebody sent this back and this is used. But see there, right there, that is razor blade cuts. You can see it. That's hand done. Somebody scooped in a little bit too deep. Maybe there was some extra plastic on these. On this one as well, you can see the little gouges from a razor blade. It's quite possible they had some mold issues and they had to go in there and hand do all of these, because that is definitely, that's hand done there. So if that was a problem, at least you know the company's like caught it ahead of time, was like, okay, we got to fix this before we pack it up and ship it. And they did that. So from an orifice standpoint, it comes with a 1.15 already installed, and it comes with a 1.25 in the baggie. So to check the accuracy of those orifices, we use what's called a pin gauge set. It's just a bunch of precision pins that all have exacting diameters, and really good if you're looking to see what the jet size is on your nitrous oxide system or your carburetor, anything like that. Works well for orifices as well. And the 1.25 in a bag came out at 1.22. The orifice installed that says it's 1.15 came out at 1.14. So I would say that's pretty accurate. So something I forgot to mention, this does have the sandwich filter, the 3-piece filter, which is two stainless steel mesh with a felt filter in the middle. And I've made a video on that, I'll link it below, that have proven that those type of filters can produce slightly better foam. So I've got 1,300 milliliters in a pitcher, and I have measured the accuracy of this using weight. So the markings on this are accurate. Well, all the way to the tippy top. So they're not lying. It does hold 1,300 milliliters capacity. That is the bottle capacity, but is it usable capacity? Not really. So I'm saying once the displacement of the straw and everything gets in there, and you know, it's about a 1/4 inch from the top, but I still don't find that usable. It is not leak proof. Which you're not really expecting in this price range. So now let's get into the testing of this foam cannon. Before we do that, check the links below for anything in the video. Probably test discount codes down there as well. Links to my merch down there. Links to my lawn channel as well. And at the end of the video, I'll show you a small creator that you can support. Let's have some fun. We have the Greenworks 1700, which is going to represent your Ryobis, Karchers, Sunjos, Craftsmans, all your 1.2 gallon per minute machines. That's what this is. So you have your Ryobi Automotive. This is going to represent your a little bit higher flow machine, your 1.8 GPM to 2.0 GPM, your McKillens, your Active 2.0, your Greenworks Automotive. All right, for the setup, as always, we have our 50-foot swivel grip gray Flexzilla hose here. We have our Ely at the front with the Ely Quick Connect on the unit. And we'll just plug that in. I'm gonna bring this up to the side a little more. Now for the M22 connection on these, we have the swiveling M22 right here. I prefer this over those plastic cladded M22 you know, adapters that you put on these swiveling, and this is a 14 millimeter and 15 millimeter universal. So you don't have to worry about what size it is. We have a McKillen's M22 1/4 inch hose. We could just hook that up directly to here, but I like to use quick connects when we're moving back and forth. So for the gun we're using, this is a Sip to mill. I've been playing with this for several videos, and we'll keep trying it out to see if it's going to be my new favorite. Their first version of this got taken off the market for some legal reasons, and this one is just a kind of a newer design that isn't a copy of some other companies, but the hand feel is the exact same. The price went way up though. They did add push lock, but yeah, everything is going up in price. So we got the push lock on this side, and then we would just run it like that. And man, I tell you, you could tell that aluminum is light. So pre-diluted in this container here is DIY Detail's Incredible Suds at a 33-to-1 mix. And there's about 4,000 milliliters in here. But in the container, you're gonna put 1 ounce in here and fill it to the 1,000 milliliter mark. You could go to the higher, go to 1,200. It's still gonna foam really well, and you can make it last longer. You could also fill it to about the 600 milliliter mark and just put a 1/2 ounce in there. It's gonna be about the same dilution ratio. But I pre-mix it because I use so much. It's a great cleaning foaming soap. It's the control soap in every video. Code Cars with Key to save you 10% DIY Detail, or the House of Rags for that. This also just allows me to put exactly what I need in there and not have to worry about measuring in the bottle. We're just gonna stop at 800. So we're gonna use the stock 1.15 with the Greenworks 1700. All those 1.2 gallon per minute machines, the 1.15 is gonna be just fine. You're never gonna come into an amp issue. And I don't think you're gonna need anything less than this. I think this is gonna be good. Let me check the amps though. Yeah, 11.3 amps, like no problem. I do gotta say, is making videos like this, quick release stuff makes it so much easier. So we're clicked in. So as you can see, it's not moving, like it's there. It's good thick stuff. It's thin but thick, right? It's a very thick, dry foam, but it's thin in nature on coverage. Now you have this huge, strong piece right up here. Then it's lean right here. Then it's lean right here. And then it's strong right there. So it is not a very uniform spray angle. All right, so we now have the Ryobi Automotive hooked up, and I actually think I'm going to hook up an Active 2.0 as well, just to make sure the Ryobi Automotive here with their 1.22 is measuring at about 14 amps. That means we are going to get some good foam. Now, a lot of times when we saw the uniform issue with the Greenworks, usually when we go to a higher flow machine, the uniform gets a little bit better. We'll see. So as you can see, the leanness got better. It is still strong, top and bottom. We have that, like, it's there. I can't find my other nozzles, so I had to use a 15 degree. All right, Active 2.0 is plugged in. Yeah, it's like 15.6, 15.7 amps on the Active 2.0. I'm glad I pulled the 2.0 out. So we have an MJC 1.25 in here, which recently has overamped on this newer Active 2.0. The older original, I had like one of the first day launch 2.0s, and its amps are a little bit lower than this one. So still 15.5 amps. What I've been suggesting on this machine is a 1.35. Now, listen, you foam the car for about a minute to a minute and 30 seconds. If you want to run 15.5 amps for that period of time, it's probably not going to pop your breaker, but I don't think it's good for longevity of the machine though. But people argue that it's not that big of a deal. All right, so I have a 1.35 in here now. 13.8 amps. Is it going to foam though? The Rain Kovo foams fine with a 1.35. This one should too. That's the good stuff. All right, so we have our AR630 V2 up there, which is going to be the highest flow machine that I'm going to use in the video, because I'm just saying the big high flow machines, they're not going to work. All right, we have the AR630 V2 up there. I'm just using my normal wash setup. I have the McKillen's gray hose on my fixed fans hose reel hooked up here. I'm not going to be reading the amp readings because I know it's incredibly safe with the 1.35 that's in here, and I think you don't need to go any less than that. My machine gets a little angry with a 1.25, so I want to make sure it's purring like a kitten, you know? So like we saw, the higher the flow, the better the uniformity. We still have those strong points at the top and bottom, but what you'll notice is also as high as you in the flow is the thickness, not necessarily the thickness of the foam itself, but you know, how much is on the panel increases as well. Well, it's a nice overcast day outside. Let's do the drop out here. As you can see, you can check out the lawn channel, Lawns with Keeve. The lawn is, the green up's coming in. It's been unseasonably cool a little bit lately, so it's taking a little bit longer, and I haven't pushed the growth yet. So check the channel out. I've done everything from buying mini excavators to scalping grass and all kinds of stuff, just my yard journey. So let's go here. 3 empty drops, and then 3 drops with 1,000 milliliters in it. Nothing. And the other good thing is the quick connect didn't pop off. 1,000 milliliters. Oh no. This popped off, which is no big deal, right? You get to actually see what the bottom of the bottle looks like. And I'm assuming that this would just, yeah, these clip. There's clips on there and there's clips here. So this should just clip over. Right? Oh no, never mind. Never mind. But sacrificial air. Still have a bottle left, but something happened up here. This popped off. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're toast. 1 drop. Overall, foamed great. Worked well with all the machines. With Active 2.0, you're going to need to use a 1.35. With the 630 V2s, you know, your 135 and your high flow machines, whatever you're going to use with those. This isn't going to do any better on those machines. It has some things going for it. It doesn't have things going for it. Aluminum, I like brass. I just do. I like the feel of brass, even though it's a little bit heavier. I just like it. I don't like it. I don't like the aluminum too much. The drop test would definitely make it to where I don't know. It's definitely not something I would pick up. But you're going to have people in the comments like, oh, nobody drops their foam cannon. Who drops their foam cannon? It happens a lot in the comments. In many, many videos, people had the same problem I had with a dropped foam cannon. The world does not revolve around you and what happens with you and what you do. That's how you make your decisions. That isn't how you tell other people how to make their decisions, right? So there you go. You can check the links below for anything video. Discount codes, product tags are there as well. Keeve merch there as well. The lawn channel link is there. And here's a small creator that you can support. So I searched car detailing and looked at videos within the last 7 days and came upon Super Clean Auto Detailing Supply. As you can see here, they are on the grind. 3 days, 5, 7, 8, 11, 13, grinding out the videos, Keep it going there. Everybody check them out. It has just 86 subscribers. So in the description below, I'll leave a link to Super Clean Auto Detailing Supply. Give them a chance. Maybe you like it, maybe don't, but at least you gave them a chance. And I'll see you in the next video. I mean, outside the dual threading, it's just got just about everything that I'm, so in this pricing, the good thing is you saw that. That means that somebody was at, before we check the, before we get into measuring the capacity, before we get into the measuring of the accuracy, so before we check the accuracy of the capacity, before we measure the capacity, I want to mention, oh my gosh, I've showed it, it's been kind of proved, it's been proven to, I made a video on it, and so before we get into measuring the capacity, I'm gonna go ahead and measure pre-made in this container, 1 ounce, and then I keep going, jeez, learn how to breathe. Posted in the last 78. So I typed in and I came up upon